I'm letting them in. They are able to come in, so that's what. Okay, now your classmates are here, and I'm going to, now that most of you are here, I'm going to start with the topic of today. Well, first, I know we have only been in online classes, and I'm going to reintroduce myself. My name is Emilce Gonzalez, and just a little bit about myself. I have been a teacher for 16 years. I work here and also in the American School with the extension program and educación continua, right? So that's a little bit about myself and for you to know. Today it's going to be kind of, we are only going to be focusing on future tense, but I also want to review what we were doing and what we were talking about last class. Because last class we were talking about senses, if you remember, right? We were talking about sight, taste, and all of that. And that's kind of related to what we are going to be talking about today. The future tense, can anybody tell me at home or the ones that are here, can you tell me when do we use or what do we use future tense for? Or what are the two structures that we use for a future tense? Does anybody know? When do we use it or what do we use it for? The future? Anything that you know about it? No? So to talk about when we use future, we have two structures. And I'm going to share with the ones at home the PowerPoint. So when we talk about future tense, we basically, we have two structures. And I'm going to write them here. The first one is will, and the second one is going to. Today, we are going to be focusing on a specifically will, because as I said, the future tense has two, but we are going to be focusing on will, and each of them is used for something specific. Now, do you know what the difference is between will and going?
Going to learn por, o sea, will es para una predicción.
Excellent. And a decision already made. That's kind of like basically the most important difference between will and going to. We use will for prediction, and going to is for something. Right now you're in 9th grade, right? But you're already thinking about what you're going to be doing in the university, or what you want to study, whether you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, or if you want to study here in El Salvador, or if you want to go abroad to another country. So for a prediction, for example, will, you can use it for, as your classmates say, a prediction, right? And you can say, I will travel to another country. I'm going to make it smaller. To another country when the pandemic is over. So that's a prediction that you're going to be doing, right? You don't have a plane ticket yet. You haven't packed your luggage. You don't know which country you're going to go. You don't know if you're going to go with your family. You don't know the specific date, but you're making a prediction that probably you're going to travel, right? It's nothing sure. But with going to, and for you to see the difference, for going to, you can say, I'm going to, excellent, travel tomorrow to, I don't know, to Canada, for example. So what's the difference? In this one, I already bought the plane ticket. I know I'm going tomorrow, probably in the morning or in the afternoon, and I'm going, and it's not a prediction. It's something sure, something that you're going to do, and there's no change in your mind. So that is basically the difference between going to and will. Something, and for the ones, something that we use the future tense to is as to make decisions when you're speaking, right? You can say, your friends are asking you to go out, and you say, you know that your parents are going to give you permission. You say, yes, I'm going to go with you. But if you're not sure if your parents are going to give you permission, or you don't know if you're going to be there on time, then you use will. I don't know if so far you have questions. No? Okay. So I have a short activity for you, but first I want you to pay attention to the structure of will. So if you see, we have the pronoun or noun, right? Pronoun or noun. Then you have will, and then if you see, the verb is in the base form. So the structure for future, it's really, really simple. You use the verb in the base form, and then you have will. So you say, I will travel, I will eat, I will sleep, I will run. So it's fairly simple, right? So the activity for you right now, and probably you have, somebody has asked you this before in another subject, but I want you to think about, and I will give you around 10 minutes or 5 minutes to complete this. Where are you going to be in the next? So where will it be in the next 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years? So in the next 5 years, right now we are, so it will be in the next 5 years, it will be 2026, right? Then to that, you have 10 years, and where are you going to be? What I want you to do is to use, since you're not sure of what you're going to be doing, I want you to use will. Think about 2 or 3 things from each, like two things that you predict in 5 years, 2 in 10, and 2 in 15 years. Okay? For example, in the next 5 years, I will be in the university. Where exactly? Which university do you think you're going to, or you predict that you're going to be? Is it going to be one in here in El Salvador? Is it going to be one in another country? Since you're predicting and you're just guessing, you can write anything, okay? 2 per year, right? 2 in 5, 2 in 10, 2 in 15. Is it clear? Yes. Yeah? Okay. Go ahead. Yes? Oh, yeah. I think because I can see what you are saying. There is no, so, and you can, I think we have a space, right? Yeah. Yeah. And at home, for the ones at home, if you write as well, please. Is it better now? Okay. So two, where would it be? Like, for example, I would be at the University of Harvard, or I would be at Yale. You know, in 10 years, I will buy a house, or I will. Yeah, very good. Or I will have a job, or I will be a famous singer, or I will be something, right?
Teacher,
Yes,
we can see
you
the
can see.
anything and we can hear you nothing.
What about, can you see the PowerPoint that I'm sharing right now? No, I stopped sharing, but I'm going to share the PowerPoint with you. And in there is the activity. For the ones at home, you just have to write, you just have to make predictions about your future. You're going to, what are you going to be doing in the next 5, 10, and 15 years? 2 predictions per year. For example, I will be at the university, or I will travel to another country. What I want you to do is just predict what you're going to do in the next 5, 10, and 15 years. Can you tell me if you can see the PowerPoint right now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so use the example on number 1. I think that I will be at the university in Spain, for example. So that's what I want you to do right now, and that's what your classmates in here are doing. Let me know when the ones at home are finished as well. So I'm going to ask for you to read your sentences. Remember 2 sentences, and then we are going to be working on the book. There's something for to what Okay, so a volunteer to read the sentences. Everybody can, and all of the sentences were correct. So if you have the ones at home as well, you can read some from the ones that you have. Anybody? Volunteer to read? They can hear you. That's what they're saying. But it's difficult for them. So tell me. Okay, go ahead.
In 5 years, I will be in the university and I will have a little time job. In 10 years, I will have a good job and I will buy my first house. And in years, I will have 2 kids and I will do it.
Excellent, very good. Who wants to go next? Come on, guys. You have very good sentences. They are correct, so don't be afraid to read them. Yes. Okay, great, excellent. Go ahead. Excellent, perfect. Sentences. Do you want to? Go ahead. Excellent, very good. So, are you finished? No, not yet. Okay, that's fine. So does anybody at home would like to read the sentences that you were creating with Will about predictions? If you have, raise your hand and I will give you the space for it. No? We're just, okay. So do you have the book with you guys? Yes? Can we go to page 9 of the book? I'm going to stop sharing with the ones at home the PowerPoint, and now we are going to move on to the book so you can see. In page 9, you have a reading. That's what we are going to be doing. Page 9. So give me just a second while I share with the ones at home. So you have reading, read and match the ad products from A to E. Give me just a second that I'm sharing with them. So for the ones at home, we are going to work on the book. I'm going to share with you the book so we can work. Give me a second. Let me know if you can see the book, please. Hopefully you can. Are you able to see the book that I'm sharing, guys?
No, teacher.
Okay, let me just try again. What about now? Can you see the book now?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
Yeah.
so we are going to be working on page 9. We have the reading act of the month, and if you can see, we have different pictures, right? Picture A, B, C, D, and E, right? And what do we have in picture A? Again, if you want to, at home, as well? Excellent, a chocolate cake, right? And what about picture B? What do we have in picture B? Yes, a tablet, right? And what about picture C? What do we have there? Yeah, a woman there. She seems very attractive. And what about D? What's D about? What's happening in D? A bag. And the last one in E, what do you have in E? A shampoo, right? Now these, as you can see, there we are going to be talking about ads, right? Advertisement. How many hours do you watch TV or no, like cable TV or national TV, you don't watch? No. How many hours do you spend, like, for example, on Netflix or all of those type of platforms? Do you spend like 2-3 hours there? Yeah. And how many advertisements do you see, for example, Netflix, or if you have Amazon TV or all of that? Have you ever seen the advertisement that is there? Does it appear? No, right? In TV, they stop the show and they start running advertisement, right? About shampoo, about medicine. Yeah, exactly, right? About different things. But if you're on a platform like Netflix or all of the others, they don't have that type of advertisement. But for example, on YouTube, do you spend a lot of time on YouTube? Yeah. Do you have advertisements there? Yes. Do you skip or do you watch all the whole skip, right? And what's the most, right now, what's the most common advertisement that comes to mind right now? If you think about an advertisement, what's the last one that you saw? About what? The last advertisement that you saw on YouTube or on, for example, Instagram has a lot of advertisement as well, right? Facebook, but I think you don't use Facebook, but Facebook has a lot of advertisement as well. So what was the last one that you remember? About what?
App to learn to play.
Oh, okay, interesting. What about the rest? What was the last one? Think about it. What? About food, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Any that you remember? No, because if you see, there's a lot of advertisements, and now I don't know how many of you are on social media, but now advertisement is different, right? For example, a lot of people in different platforms, like as I was saying, Instagram or TikTok, advertisements have changed, right? How are the advertisements on those platforms? Like, how do they show our new product? Not traditional, right? They don't say, oh, this is my new product, buy it. No, right? How do they use a new product? What do they do? Yeah, exactly, right? You have a lot of people on social media saying, oh, my morning routine, for example, or a day in my life, and they start giving all of the products that they use, right? But that's the advertisement, right?
I'm here. I will be new, but
Yeah, exactly, right? Or when they are talking or when they are dancing, you can see the products somewhere on the screen. So the advertisement has changed, and that's what we are going to be reading on this particular page. So what we have to do First is we are going to read all of the advertisement and then we are going to match the picture with the description. So a volunteer to read the first paragraph at home as well. We are on the first part. Volunteer to read? Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
You really enjoy that time with you or with our new tool. It has a special formula that makes a lot of gold. So that time will be fun and it's celebrate.
Excellent. Okay, so this is clearly a shampoo for kids, right? What's the most popular one that you, or the one that you think that you used? Yeah, right? And then it's very, very famous, right? So let's match that description with a picture. Which picture matches with that ad? A, B, C, D, or E? E, right? So you can write it in the chart right there in the. Now, who wants to read the next one? Okay, excellent. Go ahead. Stylish, excellent. Yeah. So we have the second one is, are you looking for a jacket that feels warm and cozy and looks great too, right? So they're talking about a jacket that supposedly makes you look really, really good and that you're not going to feel cold and you're always going to look good. So which picture matches with that particular advertisement? C, excellent. So the second description is for C. Then we have, I'm going to read the third, and it says, do you like chocolate? Yes. Then you will love our new chocolate cake. It's spongy and moist, and it tastes like paradise. So clearly, it's talking about A, right? So we have the cake, and that's the advertisement. Who wants to read the second one? The one that's, oh, the fourth one, sorry, that says, this looks cool. Volunteer? Do you want to? Okay, go ahead.
It's made of 100% beer, it's called that wrong or right.
Excellent. So this talks about a particular bag that is made of leather, 100% leather, which means that it's kind of expensive, right? But it's the best quality according to the ad. Now, the last one, I'm going to read it. Do you find it difficult to sleep? You need our new sleep aid ad. Imagine you're by the ocean in the countryside. In the countryside. We have all the relaxing sounds that your dreams will ever need. And that clearly matches with B, right? Now, can we check please for vocabulary? If you have any questions about vocabulary, please.
What is the meaning of the
Leather is the skin of an animal. Yes, the skin of an animal, and they turn it into shoes or bags or purses. So, and that is any skin of animal, it's leather. Any other question about vocabulary that you may have? go ahead and ask if you have any questions about vocabulary. At home as well, if you have questions about the vocabulary on the reading, please go ahead and ask. No? No questions about vocabulary? Any? Okay, so our next, I want you to work on and focus on exercise B. We were working together in A. Now I want you to work on exercise B on that particular exercise. Do it, and then we will share answers. Please go ahead and work on B, the one projecting in here. Let me know when you're finished. You have to, there, for the ones at home, you have to reread, right? You reread the advertisement, and that's how you're going to complete it. Okay, so we have number one. What's the answer for number one? What's the word in the bubble? Yes, that is the answer for number one in B. What about two? What will be the word for this particular one? In B? Stylish. So if you see, we have stylish, it will be for two. And what about made from the skin of an animal? On number three? Oh, sorry. Yeah, right. Oh, no. Comfortable. Sorry, it's the next one. Comfortable. What would be the word for comfortable? Did you find it? Cozy, right? C-O-Z-Y. And then for number four, what is number four? Leather, right? Excellent. Made of a skin of an animal, we have leather. And then soft and wet, what will be? Number five. Moist, yeah, and spongy. Spongy and moist. And for number six, excellent. The opposite of city is the countryside. And the last one, for seven, that we have there, the part of a shirt or coat, what will be? Yeah, a color. Yes, a color. Are there any questions? So just to double check. Number 1 is bubble. Number 2 is stylish. Number 3, cozy. Number 4, leather. Number 5, spongy and moist. Number 6, countryside. And number 7, color. Okay. So now I want to move on to another activity that has to do with future tense as well. And in this activity, I'm going to erase. It's similar to what we were working on. I will project at home in just a second. I will be writing here. I will project at, for the ones at home in just a second, the power. So I wanted to use will, but for these, provide a solution. Provide a solution for the following. Number 1, health problem, any health problem. Like in general, it can be, for example, right now, the pandemic. 2, an economic problem. 3, love or family problem. So how are you going to do it? For example, for any health problem, it's going to using will. How would you do it? Like this. I don't know. For example, the problem is a headache. Are you able to see now? Is it better? Yeah. So for a headache, for example, what will be the solution for a headache? I will sleep more, or I will drink more water, or I will exercise more. So I wanted to provide 3 solutions for any type of problem, for health, economic, love, or family problem. So using will. Yeah. Oh no, for health, you can add 1 more because we already have 2. Now I'm going to share with you at home the activity for you to do it as well. Give me just a second and I'm going to share. Same that you have on the board, you have here for the ones at home. So go ahead, guys. At home, that's the activity that we're doing right now. I will provide an example as I did for the other ones. For example, for any health problem, I will so something like that. Create 3 solutions for the problem with will. Take it as something general as well. Think about something general. Let me know when you're ready. Hmm? Again? Sorry. Recruits, spending. Necessary with 1 C and 2 X. At home, I'm going to ask once your classmates in here are finished. We have to have one presentation, okay? I will. Raise your hand at home when you're finished providing, remember, 3 solutions for this problem, like the example that you have on the board. And I will ask some of you to read. No, CLOTH. And if you want to make it plural, we'll just add yes. We have our example in the economic problems. You can talk about saving money or going out less, right? To the mall or to the movies or to a restaurant, or for example, I don't know, like buying less things or selling things that you have that other people might want, right? So those are probably solutions that you can offer in love and family. Think about in general, like maybe being more understanding or listening to people more, or trying to breathe when you're angry, right? So think about all of those possible. Think about them in general. At home, when you're finished, please let me know by raising your hand and I will ask. Excellent. Thank you very much. We have one. Just one person is finished. And you're finished. Let me know at home as well if you have any questions or any doubts. We have one person who's finished and Oh, we have, yeah, at home we have 3 that have finished. So let's do something. I'm going to choose someone from the class and then someone from home, one from the class, one from home, and that's how we are going to do it. Okay, so let's begin. Let's start with, let's see, Daniela Guzman. Can you provide your solutions or read your sentences? You decide if you want to talk about the economic problem or the love or family problem. Go ahead.
Will exercise. I will eat healthier. I will drink natural juice.
That's very good. Okay. What about in here? Who wants to be here in the class? Who wants to read? You can decide if you want to read about health, economic, or love. One of the 3. The one that you're want. Who wants? Okay, go ahead.
Economic problem. I will have my goals here. I will buy this thing and I will go to my job.
Excellent. Very good. Now let's write someone from home. Let's see. Ashley, would you like to read for your solutions from one of the problems, please? Ashley Elias, can you hear me? Are you there? No? What about, let's see who, Haley, are you there? Would you like to read yours, please? Okay, so yeah, you, let's see, someone raise their hand. Go ahead. You can read.
Hi, teacher.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you very much. You can
Yeah.
read yours.
You will eat healthier, you will exercise, and you will sleep 8 hours.
Okay, very good. So you will sleep more, you will eat better, and then you will sleep 8 hours. Excellent. Very good solutions. Someone here? Okay, in the class. Very good. Excellent. Now, someone from home? Do we have anybody else at home? I'm going to ask. Carlos? Are you there? No? No. Okay, let's try from the ones. Can you read yours? You decide.
I will follow prepare this. I will try to understand better. And I will think another thing.
Excellent. Very good. Perfect. And now we are going to move on to the next activity. The next activity is also on the book. I want everybody to go to the work. We are going to be working on work. If you go to page, I will check the if you want to page, we are going to be working on page 6. Page 6. Everyone, I'm going to share with the ones at home. We are going to be working on page 6 of the workbook. Let me know if you can see the book, guys. Are you able to see the book on the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, great. So I'm going to place, show you. So that's page 6. That's the one that we are going to be working on. We have on the first exercise, you have what's your favorite app, and you have to complete the narrative with will and won't by reason, right? I am going to play it from my computer. Hopefully you're going to be able to listen to it. And if not, we are going to share the answers anyway, okay? So everybody at home ready? And I'm going to be asking the ones at home because you're going to have a better or a clearer audio of this.
Audio 1.6.
Old Batman. I love it, and I can't believe it. Robin's going to die in the church.
Oh, it's always the same. Robin won't die, and Batman will stop the Penguin. But what about Catwoman? Do you think she will get married to that rich old man?
I'm not sure. I think she will take all of his money. Anyway, what's for dinner?
Well, I don't have much food in the kitchen. How about pizza? I'll call and order some. Yeah, I want meat surprise. What do you want?
I'll have the vegetarian one, please.
Hopefully you were able to, if not, I'm going to play it again. And as I said, this time I'm going to ask the ones at home because they have a better, a clear audio.
Audio 1.6.
Old Batman. I love it, and I can't believe it. Robin's going to die in the church.
Oh, it's always the same. Robin won't die, and Batman will stop the Penguin. But what about Catwoman? Do you think she will get married to that rich old man?
I'm not sure. I think she will take all of his money. Anyway, what's for dinner?
Well, I don't have much food in the kitchen. How about pizza? I'll call and order some. Yeah, I want meat surprise. What do you want?
I'll have the vegetarian one, please.
Okay, so well, anybody from the ones at home, I'm going to call from the list. Let's see. I think it's, wait. I'm going to call from the list. We have, I'm going to try with Litzy. Would you share your answers, please? For the listening. Are you there? Litzy? No, not there. Okay. What about nobody here? Okay, let's try. Guys, did you get the answers in here? Yeah? Okay. Can you share them? Let's go to in the first space, which one is after Robin? What's the word that you were able to listen? Want. The negative of will, right? Will not. If you make the contraction, is want. That's it. What about the number 2? What's the one word that is easy? Will. Perfect. What about on the third one? Will as well. And the 4th? So it says, I'm not sure, I think she will take all his money. And then on the next one, it says pizza question mark, what's the word that's missing? Will as well, the affirmative form. And in the last one, it says, I will have the vegetarian one, please. So now I'm going to be, let's practice this conversation. I'm going to be Rachel, and you're going to be Chris instead. Okay? So I have, oh God, man, I love it. And I can't believe it's, sorry. I can't believe it. Robin's going to die in church.
Oh, it's so the same. Robert was dying, but was not the same. But what about the woman? Do you think she will get married to that rich old man?
I'm not sure. I think she will take all of his money. And anyway, what's her name?
Well, I don't have much to do. How about me? I want to follow an order. Yeah, I want this to write. What do you do?
I will have the vegetarian one. Okay, great. Do we have any vocabulary questions there? Are there any vocabulary words at home as well? If you have vocabulary questions on that particular, no? Okay, so now let's move on to the exercise number 2. So in exercise number 2, what you're going to be doing is you have to order the words to make sentences. So the words are scrambled, so you have to unscramble the words and create your sentences, okay? I'll give you time for you to do it. At home, please work on exercise 2. You have time. At home, please raise your hand when you're finished with exercise 2. At home, we have one person that's finished. Thank you very much. Remember, guys, if you are finished, raise your hand. And if I call you, we have 2. Okay, great. Excellent. Perfect, guys. That's very good. That means you're there and that you're in class. Just 1 more minute and we will check. Okay, who wants to start with the first sentences? Well, the first sentence. A volunteer from home to read, one of the 2 people. Do you girls want to? The 2 that have raised your hand.
I,
Okay, go ahead. Read number 1.
she will probably take all his money.
Very good.
Take all of his money.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. Does anybody have something different? Do you have it? Go ahead.
Probably she would say both.
Very good. With probably, you can have it at the beginning of the sentence or in the middle. So both of them are grammatically correct. Excellent. What about at home? Do we want to try for number 2? Let's see. List. Number 2 on the list. Go ahead. Can you read the second sentence? How was it?
Robbie won't die.
Okay. What about, does anybody have something different? No, right? That's correct. Excellent. Thank you very much. Now we have here from the ones in the class. Okay, number 3, go ahead. Very good. Excellent. Do we have number 4? Who wants to read?
She will get married.
She will get married. Excellent. Very good. Do we have number 5? Who wants to read? Number 5?
I will have the
I will have the legendary. Okay, and let's see, well, I will say numbers of the next one, the next sentence. Does anybody want to read? 3? One. The next one, because we were on the C, right? What's the read? B. Volunteer to read B. Oh, we have here, go ahead. If you want to read the ones at home, if you want to read D. Do you?
She will get married.
Excellent. Does anybody have something different at home as well here? Very good. Excellent. And well, that's it, right? Now we have the next exercise. So far, are there any questions or any doubts? No? Okay. So in the next exercise that we have there, we have, I'm going to play the audio on number 3. And what you have to do is, on number 3, what you have to do is to match the sentences in A and F with the predictions that you have in the next exercise, right? So you match the predictions with the or plan decision. I'm going to play the audio.
Audio 1.7.
Ah, that's the pizza. I'll get it. Rachel, I don't have enough money. Can I borrow some?
Don't worry, Chris. I'll pay. Here's $15.
Thanks. I'll give it back tomorrow.
Oh, no problem. Okay, let's eat. Is this the vegetarian? Chris, it's enormous. I won't eat all that.
Don't worry, Rachel. You know I'll help you.
Okay, I'm going to play it a second time.
Audio 1.7.
Ah, that's the pizza. I'll get it. Rachel, I don't have enough money. Can I borrow some?
Don't worry, Chris. I'll pay. Here's $15.
Thanks. I'll give it back tomorrow.
Oh, no problem. Okay, let's eat. Is this the vegetarian? Chris, it's enormous. I won't eat all that.
Don't worry, Rachel. You know I'll help you.
Okay, do you have the answer? Yes? Okay, who wants to say the answer? Can you hear? So because number 3, what you have to do is to mark sentences A and F and as prediction or as contract. What about A? Chris doesn't get the pizza he wants.
The person on the
Also, sorry, yeah. I was reading the visual. What about A12? Sorry, the first one. A. Is it an on-time decision or is it a prediction? What is it? A prediction. Yes, it is a prediction. What about, and especially because you have probably, right? Probably gives you that clue that is talking about a prediction. What about B? Does B is a prediction or unplanned decision? Unplanned decision as well. Very good. What about C? Unplanned decision as well. Very good. And what about D? Is it an unplanned or a prediction? So on D you have she will get married, right? That's D. So that would be a unplanned decision, right? What about E? E? Prediction or unplanned? What do you think? Unplanned decision, yes. And the last one, F. Which one? What do you think it is on the ones at home? On the last one, if you have it? No? What do you think it is? Is it a prediction or an unplanned Nobody's there. Okay, so I want us to, I already played the audio for number 3. You get the answers? Yes? Okay, can you share them? Or in there you have listened to the rest of presentations. Dialogue, check the problems they have. What are the problems that they have? Which ones were you able to identify?
What is the meaning of afford?
Afford is that if you can afford something, it means that you have the money to buy it. If you cannot afford something, it means that you don't have enough money to buy it. That is what it means. Exactly, right? Those are the problems that they have, right? Is that they can afford it, he doesn't have the money to pay, so she can spend the money, and then the pizza is too big. Any questions or any doubts in there?
In the second one, you definitely is a relation or
That would be our own decision. Now we go to number 5, which is also a lesson, right? On number 5, what you have to do is I'm going to take the instructions and listen again and complete with will on all of the listen. And then mark if it is an offer, a promise, or prediction. Okay? An offer, a promise, or prediction. For the ones at home, we are going to go into the next exercise, which is this one, number 5. You have to complete the exercise and then mark if it is an offer, a prediction, or a promise. So I'm going to play the audio for you guys.
Audio 1.7.
Ah, that's the pizza. I'll get it.
Sorry, I'm playing the other one. Sorry. Yeah, it is, but it's not going.
Audio 1.7.
It's not going to be complete. But now, yes.
Ah, that's the pizza. I'll get it. Rachel, I don't have enough money. Can I borrow some?
Don't worry, Chris. I'll pay. Here's $15.
Thanks. I'll give it back tomorrow.
Oh, no problem. Okay, let's eat. Is this the vegetarian? Chris, it's enormous. I won't eat all that.
Don't worry, Rachel. You know I'll help you.
Okay, let's listen again.
Audio 1.7.
Ah, that's the pizza. I'll get it. Rachel, I don't have enough money. Can I borrow some?
Don't worry, Chris. I'll pay. Here's $15.
Thanks. I'll give it back tomorrow.
Oh, no problem. Okay, let's eat. Is this the vegetarian? Chris, it's enormous. I won't eat all that.
Don't worry, Rachel. You know I'll help you.
Okay, so now let's check first. Let's check the missing words if you were able to get them. Were you able to get all of the words? Yes? Or do you want to listen again? Just some. You have them? Yes? Or do you want to listen again? No? Okay. So what are the words that are missing from the conversation? We have the first one. A, that's the pizza. What's missing? I'll get it, right? Subtraction, I will get it, right? But this time is the contraction, so it is like this. Now on B. What's B? Excellent. Very good. That's on B as well. You have okay. And again, the contraction of I will, right? Okay. What about C? Thanks. Which one do you have? I give it back. Excellent. I again, the contraction, you have I'll give it back. What about the next one? We have this is enormous. I won't eat it. Sorry, I won't eat it all. Excellent. And E. Don't worry, Rachel. I won't.
I think you know I will.
Yes. Again. I'll help you. That's for the last one. I'll help you. So now let's classify them, and that will be the last exercise. We have to classify if it is a promise, if it's a prediction, or if it is an offer, right? So A, thanks, the pizza, I'll get it. Is it an offer, a promise, or a prediction? An offer, yes, an offer, because it's saying, I'll get it. Now B, don't worry, I will pay. Is that an offer, a promise, or a prediction? An offer as well. Excellent. Then we have C. Thanks. I'll give it back to you tomorrow. Is that an offer, a promise, or a prediction? A promise, right? And what about the next one? This is enormous. I won't eat it, or I won't eat all that. A prediction, very good. And then we have the last one, the word Rachel. I will help you. Is it an offer, a promise, or a prediction? An offer as well. Excellent. So any questions or any doubts? We are going to continue working with future tense. We are going to continue working.
Chair,
Yes?
can you repeat the answers?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. We have, for the ones at home, I'm going to repeat the answers. So we have, for A, that's the pizza, I'll get it. I will get it. For number 2, the missing words is I will pay, but using the contraction, right? I'll pay. Then for C, thanks, I will give it back tomorrow. You can use the contraction as well. For D, Chris, it's enormous. I won't eat all that. And for E, don't worry, Rachel, I will help you. And you can use the contraction for that one as well. I'll help you. And then for whether it is an offer, a promise, or a prediction. You have the first one, A is an offer, B is an offer, C is a prediction, D is a promise, and E is an offer. Do you want me to repeat them again, guys?
No, teacher, thanks.
You got all of the answers? Okay, so we will continue working on this on the next class with will and want. And thank you guys for being in the class. Thank you for the 2 girls that participated. I really appreciate it. And thank you. About the link, guys, look for the link on week 6. Week 6 and week 7, you're going to be able to see the link, okay? Just in case, in the platform, in also in both, you're going to be able to see it. So thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye. Take care of yourselves.